craziest travel story?
So the story involves a friend, a policeman, a tuk-tuk driver, and a teammate with whom my relationship with them back then started this whole shit show. So let's take it back to 2018, right? So we're in Tanzania. We'd gone to represent the then university, Strathmore University, in a Pan-African debate championship. And well, the debate and the tournament went well. We wrapped everything up. We won. And it was our time to, come back home. And yeah, so this story begins on that specific travel day, right? From the word go, we wake up at 4:30 and there's already a problem. You can already tell the day will not go well, right? Because everyone else has been cleared and checked out by the hotel manager, but me and my friend, because we were sharing a room, we couldn't actually be checked out. Why? Because there was a towel missing. But that's a story for another day. All right, we solved that, and it was time for us to actually get to the bus station. But what happened? When everyone else was checked out, the bus took them. So me and my friend were left at the hotel. All right, so we need to hustle, get some cash, get a tuk-tuk to take us there. We get there, and the bus that we had initially booked, which I had initially booked, was not the one that was there. But once again, that's a story for another day. All right, we get there, there's a whole commotion. We nearly caused a diplomatic situation because our money has been stolen. Then we decide to actually go and rebook. What happens? The agent is missing. But once again, that's a story for another day. We sorted that out through some agent from the transport ministry. We got our money back. We managed to solve the travel arrangements. And we got a new hotel and we checked in. So me and my friend have actually got into our room. And I've decided now to arrange everything and decide to actually check. I am ready to leave this country. I am tired of being here. What do I notice? I'm missing my passport. Now, my initial reaction was, okay, Njuguna, if you actually left in the morning, what would you have done when you got to the border? So in my head, I start freaking out, but I'm like, you know what, Njuguna? Calm yourself down. You have this under control. Let's deal with this. I looked for it everywhere and I couldn't find it. That's when I decided to rope my friend into this entire shit show. I was like, so, umeona passport yangu? He's like, no. Okay. By any chance, did you see me carrying it from the hotel? He's like, no. Right, okay. So we have a problem now. So what did you do? Now this is where the story begins. Everyone else decided to go to the beach because we had an extra day in Tanzania and they had a bit of money to spare. Unfortunately, we were dead broke by then, so we couldn't actually go to the beach. But we did. We were definitely dead broke. We were dead broke. But we decided to go back to the hotel and check whether we'd actually left it there. So we got a tuk-tuk driver to take us back to the hotel. We get there, it's an entire commotion with the manager who had initially refused to check us out. But they helped us out, the passport was not there. We went back to the bus station, we checked it out, it wasn't there. We decided to go back to the new bus station where essentially we now booked the new bus we were using. We get there and it's not yet there. So by now, we know there's a very, very big problem because you can't leave the border, or rather you can't cross the border because you can't account for, okay, how did you get in, right? Where's your passport? That's when the transport manager told us, just go to the police station and get a temporary pass, right? An affidavit. Was it an affidavit? Yeah. Yes. So that you can actually show that, yes, you were in here legally, so you can actually leave legally. So we get to the police station. First thing walking in is you realize that it's a very fucked up situation because we have a line of naked guys being showered in one cell, right? And I don't know what they did to get in there, but the fact is they're in there. My friend also walks in a sleeveless and some shorts. In short, he looks like a ruffian. He looks like some guy you just find on the street. He was on holiday, and to be honest, it's something very common here in Kenya to be dressed like that. But turns out in Tanzania, it's not a look you should have. So he walks in and the policeman is immediately like, kijana, kuja hapa kidogo. Hey! Now that's where the commotion started. So we've come to actually get a temporary pass and get it stamped. But my friend is also bringing other problems because of his mere presence. Unfortunately, I can't tell him to go because I was using him as my wallet. He's the one who was paying for the tuk-tuk that we were using that day. So I couldn't let him go. I had to hold on to him. So we finally get that sorted out. I get my temporary permit to cross the border. And then the guy decides he's not going to give us the pass until tumuonge kidogo, you know. We oil his hands a bit. Because we are Kenyans, and back then there was a bit of like tension between our two countries. And let's simply say they did not feel very inclined to help us. Of course, the guy they were sumbuaring, is the guy who has the money. So I had to get him back in with the same look he had, which was causing an issue, and pay the guy. So he comes in, he pays, and then we go back to the hotel. We get to the hotel, everyone's at the beach. We've spent every single shilling we had. We are now dead broke. We know once we get onto the bus, kwenye unakaa chini, utaamka tu kwa boda, urudi, ukae chini, mpaka sasa udropiwe hapa Nairobi. You're not buying any snacks. There's nothing. All right. So we had a bottle of Grand Sapo. And we decided to just chill for the evening and relax. So the following morning, we wake up early. Everyone gets prepped up. We go to the bus station and, you know, I ensure everyone's okay and, you know, everyone's set for the travel. I get in and I sit down next to my then teammate. Like I stated, we had a strained relationship back then. So when I sit down, we're not talking. What does she do? She reaches into her bag, removes the passport, my passport, and says, "Hi, Njuguna, here's your passport." She says, "I hope you get home safe." And I was so pissed because all this time, she's the one who had it. But what is the moral of the story? Communication is key. Communication. We would have avoided this entire situation if I went and apologized for what we had done together and actually sorted that problem early on. But yes, that's the craziest travel experience I've had. By the way, you kept on telling me, baby. And your time was like.
Hope you arrive home.